Jason, I
Yes.
cannot tell you how excited I am for this
Okay.
one. Okay, so Sarah Michelle Gellar
Love her.
is not ruling out a Buffy the Vampire Slayer reboot.
Gonna run it back. Let's do it
Yes,
again.
I know.
Yeah.
So that kicks off our Hot Topics for today, brought to you by Shucked at Walton Arts Center. So yeah,
Okay.
during a recent interview on the Drew Barrymore show, the actress revealed that she was open to reprising her role after years of saying no, to the disappointment of fans, including myself. She said in part, quote, "I always used to say no, but watching Sex and the City revival series and Just Like That, and seeing Dexter Original Sin and realizing that there are ways to do it definitely does get your mind thinking, well, maybe." Now, up until now, she had revealed that she really wasn't interested in stepping back into Buffy's shoes, but she did give her blessing for another woman to step in those shoes, because that's kind of how the series ended, you know? It kind of
Right.
set it up for
Another person to
another
come.
Slayer to
Yeah.
come and kind of take over.
And even if that happens, I would hope that she would stay on as some kind of like a matriarch, a mentor
Yes, I
kind
agree.
of role. It's exciting that these other shows are coming out that have inspired her maybe to think, you know what, there is a tasteful way to do a reboot.
Absolutely, and there's kind of an audience hunger for it too.
Oh yeah.
So
I mean, as a fan,
yes,
how hungry are you for
Sign
that?
me
Sign
up.
you
I have a lot of questions.
Yes. Well, we kind of still have some questions for this next story. Who can say if this news is for the better, but it's definitely for good. Universal Pictures has officially renamed the sequel to Wicked Part 1 as Wicked for Good. Yeah, you heard that right. The second part of the musical extravaganza, based on that Broadway smash hit, flies into theaters next November. The two-part adaptation, directed by John M. Chu, stars Ariana Grande as Glinda, of course, and Cynthia Erivo as Elphaba. And it continues the story of their iconic friendship. Now, the first film, it's still in theaters right now. It hit theaters last month. It's already broken records, earning about $524 million worldwide and becoming the highest grossing Broadway adaptation domestically. So mark your calendars for next November, Part 2, shaping up to be an emotional ride. I'm calling it Part 2. I guess I should call it For Good.
I think I'm going to have to call it Part 2. Do you think that people are going to call it For Good?
I kind of think they're going to call it Part 2.
I think so, too.
We've set ourselves up for that because the first one is called Part 1.
Right.
So to not call the second one Part 2...
Seems a little odd.
But maybe they're planning for something. Maybe this one's for good, and maybe Part 2 is actually another thing altogether that we don't even know about.
Maybe they've got something up their sleeves.
I don't know.
Into it.
Yeah.
Well, now this bride is the real-life version of Katherine Heigl's character in 27 Dresses. This is
What a
so
movie.
funny to me. So Savannah Smith gathered all of the bridesmaids' dresses that she's worn to friends' weddings, and she had those friends wear them at her bridal shower. She said it kind of became a running joke among her friend group that she was the title character from 27 Dresses, since she's been a bridesmaid 11 times and has attended, get this, over 40 weddings in 2023.
What?
Yeah, I don't know how that's possible.
When does she have time? And are they in different cities? How would she
I
get?
hope.
That's expensive, man.
It is expensive.
Different dresses, different destinations.
Yes, but congratulations on
Yeah.
your upcoming wedding.
That's the exciting
that's
part.
Sweet. Yeah.
For sure. Well, if you're looking for a light show that's divine, Amsterdam has you covered. You're going to have to hop across the pond for this one. But check it out. The Genesis Experience has taken over the stunning 17th century Oosterkerk Church, transforming its historic architecture into a 360-degree spectacle of vibrant colors, sound, and art. You can see it right there on your screen. Underwater scenes like schools of fish and turtles dance across the ceiling, telling the story of the creation of the world. Visitors are simply asked to lie back and look up and let the magic unfold. This one's running through February, so you have some time. If you're headed across the pond, maybe make a stop at this church in Amsterdam. It's part spiritual journey, part modern masterpiece, and all around breathtaking. And I love that these folks are just kind of lying on the ground, got their jackets as pillows,
Yeah.
and looking up at the ceiling.
Yeah, what an interesting way to kind of experience art. That's cool.
Love it. Well, also, we got to get into our animal stories. We love to
Please,
do
you
this.
have the floor.
So this one is for you. We're going to talk about dogs. Dogs at a rescue and rehoming charity in Dublin, Ireland were treated to some early Christmas presents on, get this title, Santa Paws Day.
Oh, best day of the year.
Well, check out this video. The rescue animals being taken care of by Dogs Trust Ireland. They're seen overjoyed with their new haul of toys. Quote, the annual tradition involves lining up hundreds of generously donated dog toys in our rehoming center in Dublin and allowing the dogs to choose their own Christmas present. Dogs Trust Ireland said. And you can see how overjoyed they are just by picking out a gift. Look at that line of donated items as well. That's really cool that the community comes together like
So
that.
sweet. I love that one's just
Yes, shaking around.
Oh, I love them.
So cute.
Oh. Okay, well now this one is for you.
Yes, bring it on.
Cat lover.
Yes,
All
I'm a cat
right.
dad.
Milo the cat has a very strict bedtime of 11 p.m. sharp. Very late for me, but to each their own. So he starts staring at his humans at about 10:50, signaling that he is ready. And if they don't comply, well, he starts acting out. And that's about 11:10. Now, once the entire family, including the dogs, are in bed, he makes his biscuits and then he gets all tucked in. Now, apparently his mom had to go away for a couple of days and Milo just did not like that.
Didn't
It
like that one.
disrupted his routine. He cried. He was not a happy guy.
You know, I love the fact that he waits for everyone else to go to bed, and then he's like,
Yes.
you know what, now I'll go to bed.
Yes, he's
But
like,
it better be 11 o'clock.
yeah, all of you in, and now I can rest.
You know, our cats are very specific about their feeding time. So we'll start to hear about it, you know, about 5 minutes to 8 o'clock. 8 p.m. is when they get fed at night. And if we haven't given them food by 8:10, they're freaking out.
They're like service.
Service.
You're
the
not going to
service
get
here
your.
is
You're not going to
terrible.
get your tip.
Yes, absolutely. So I vibe with you, Milo. When it's time to go to bed, it's time to go to bed.
Amen.
Yes. Well, let's do a little bit of a Christmas story. You got to check this out. It's a Dickensian dream in the Dutch city of Deventer. For one weekend, each year, the city transforms into 19th century England with hundreds of actors and visitors dressing as characters straight out of Charles Dickens' novels. Now, you're going to spot chimney sweeps, elegant ladies, and even Queen Victoria herself parading through the cobbled streets. Merchants sell antiques and gingerbread, and pickpockets avoid being tossed into mock prisons. Now in its 32nd year, this magical festival draws 100,000 visitors eager to relive the charm of Victorian England, one top hat at a time.
Oh, tag yourself. Which one are you?
Yes, look at me. I think I'd be a pickpocket.
I
mean,
could see it.
Yes, and when I think about Dickensian things, I think of like it's a big scarf and some fingerless gloves.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
probably some like soot on my face somewhere.
Oh yeah, and you talk like this.
Yeah, it's talk
Not-
like this. Talk like this. Give me all your money.
I love it.
Yes, I know.
Perfect. No
Takes-
notes.
Takes me right back to Victorian England. Stay with us. We got more Good Day in WA coming up right after this quick break.